Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you how I like to apply my Jamberry wraps. I know there's lots of application videos out there. I'm hoping this gives you a little bit more detail and maybe shows you some tricks that you haven't seen before. So you're going to need your wraps and a cuticle pusher, maybe some cuticle trimmers or some nail clippers, some small scissors, some alcohol swabs, a nail file, and maybe some tweezers, and of course your heat source. This is Jamberry heater. You could also use a small space heater or a blow dryer if you need to. Hopefully your nails are prepped and ready to go. If you don't know how to do that, check out my prep video. You can see I've already put on one nail. He looks great. So I'm going to show you how to do some others. Anyway, so your nails should be prepped and ready to go, and then you will start this process. So you want to choose a wrap that fits your nail the best. Wraps are sold on clear plastic backings, as you can see. I've already taken part of one. And this is great because it allows you to be able to figure out which wrap fits best super easily because you can see through it. So when you're picking a wrap, you just want to make sure that you can see a little bit of the side of your nail on either side of the wrap, so a wrap that's smaller than your nail. This is because you want to make sure that the wrap doesn't end up touching any of the sides of your skin or your back cuticles because it's going to cause the edges to start to curl up. So we're going to try to do this middle finger here, and I will just put it underneath here and try to figure out which wrap fits best. And I do believe it's this one. Yeah, that looks great. It's going to be this one right here. Check that. That looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this wrap in half. I like to cut them in half before I pull them off of the backing. So to do that, I'm just going to take my small scissors and just get them to go underneath there just a hair. It's going to be a little tricky sometimes. So I just get them completely under there like this, and I wiggle them in like so, and then just cut it in half. Now, I like to leave them on because if you take them off, you have to make sure you can prep your hand and do all this stuff and keep it clean. And it's really important that you're keeping the wrap clean because otherwise you're not going to get a good application. So I cut the wrap in half, and then I prep my next finger. So you take your alcohol and you get your finger all nice and clean. And this removes any oils and dirt. And then I just give it a quick dry in the dryer. Okay, and then I'm going to move the computer screen in a minute so you can see the nails better. So bear with me when that happens. I'm going to take the nail wrap off of the sheet first. And when I do this, I'm going to use my tweezers, and I'm only going to grab the end of the wrap that I'm not going to put on my finger. And this is because you don't want any oils or anything touching that end that's going to be on your nail, or it's not going to adhere properly. So I just curl the page, and where you cut it, it should pop up like that. And I will just pull this guy off very gently, like so. So now you have your nail wrap and your clean prepped nail. And I'm just going to heat this guy up, and metallics curl really quickly. So in order to keep it straight so that I have a better time applying it to my nail, I leave it stuck to my tweezers, and I put my finger on the design side before I put it in front of the heater, and this keeps it flat, which is great. So hopefully this will give you guys a better view. Here's my heater. So I'm just going to get this guy hot. You can see I just put a finger behind it because otherwise it'll curl back. And you're going to be heating the side that is the adhesive, not the design. So once it's pretty flexible, just turn that off. And you want to line it up so that it is as close to the back of your cuticle as possible without touching it. That looks pretty good, so I'm just going to tap it with that finger and pull it off of the tweezers. And then using your cuticle pusher, let's see if I can get this even closer. You are just going to smooth down those edges like that. And you can see it's really close to the back of my nail, but it's not touching the cuticle at all. And from this point, I like to heat it again. And it doesn't matter a whole lot which side you heat from here. And since I cut these in half, you can see the excess is really long, and I just grab the very tip of the excess and pull it straight, and then pull it to one side and pull it to another side, and it really helps that center line adhere well. And then I'm going to use my cuticle pusher again and just put lots of pressure, especially on those edges and along the tip. And then I like to heat it one more time just to be safe. And do one more good pressure push, especially on those edges. I am loving this wrap. This is called Siren Song. It is like a fishtail design, and it's a gold ombre kind of, and I just am in love. So from here, you're going to trim off this excess, because obviously we're not just going to walk around like this, although that would be pretty funny. So you can use clippers if you want, or the nail scissors. I actually prefer the nail scissors. Occasionally I'll use my cuticle cutters instead. But these are great. You just trim it, and you want it pretty close to the nail. You can see that there's a little bit showing on the side. And then from here, I actually heat it one more time. And just to get those edges pretty flexible again. And then I just roll it down. Now you don't want to go up or to the side because it's still setting. So I just roll it down. And then from here is actually where I would go along and do all the rest of my nails, because it's pretty manageable once they are short and curled like that. It's pretty easy to do all the rest of your nails. They don't really get in the way. So once they're cooled, and it doesn't really take that long, you will start your filing process. And this is really scary to a lot of people, so bear with me. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through, and your wraps are gonna survive. So you'll take your file, and you want to do a vertical motion, not up, only down, and you're gonna go all the way around your finger. And you see it's starting to curl off that excess, and that's exactly what you want to see. And there it goes, it's gone. Just double check and do those edges. And like I said, you want to go straight down, not up and down, not side to side. So once you've done that, you can smooth it out if it needs it. Looks like I've got, nope, that's just the design. Looks good. So you can see them on there. Now, this is another part that usually scares people, but this step actually really makes your nails last a lot longer. At least that's what I have found. You want to now file them at a slight 45-degree angle. This is going to create a nice curve on the tip of it, which is going to help it last longer. Because when things touch it, or you like slam your finger into something or whatever, there's going to be a curved edge instead of this flat piece where it can just pull your nail wrap back really quickly. So you just want to do it at a 45-degree angle, same thing, downward motions, no up and down, no side to side, just straight down at that angle until you can see just a slight line of your nail underneath. I also like to run my other fingers over it and see if it's smooth. That's usually a pretty good indicator as well. So I'll do this pointer finger one too. I haven't done it yet. You can see it just pulls off the slightest amount. And there you go. As you can, I don't know if you can tell, there's just a slight sliver of my nail showing under at the very tip there, and that's what you're looking for. So then you just go through, do all of the rest of your nails, and you're done, and you've got a great manicure that lasts for up to 2 weeks. So I hope this is informational and helpful for you. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with me, please do so. Thank you.